Hello and welcome to Herald TV's News at 3 with me, Charlene. The Goa Traffic Police have got cracking on the road discipline by issuing fines as per the new Motor Vehicle Notification 2019. Traffic Police have asked people not to fear but to obey the laws and not to get into unnecessary confrontation with the staff. The basic idea of the hefty fines is to ensure safety on the road. We are only implementing the notification notified by the government. Sometimes even good citizens ignore some aspects and we appeal to all to stay within the law, Police Inspector Dharmesh Angle said.
Traffic police get cracking on new fines. Say not to fear. Traffic police advise not to get into unnecessary confrontation with the staff. The basic idea of the hefty fines is to ensure safety on the roads, says PI Dharmesh Angle.
So ती इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन्स आमचे रातची 12 वरांचेर अपडेट जाल्ली आसा आनी ते अपडेटाचेर हे नवे फायन स्ट्रक्चर ऑलरेडी प्लेस जाल्ले आसा आनी आतां तुमी वचून जर कोणाकूय पळयत रस्त्यार द फायन इज गोईंग ऑन एज पर द न्यू फायन स्ट्रक्चर. सो जे पळय आतां नवे फायन स्ट्रक्चर आसा हांवें आज डेली पळयतालो हेफ्टी फायन्स म्हणून बरयल्ले आसा. So basic idea behind increase of this fine is the safety on the road. Our concern is basically the safety on the road. आणि पळोवपाक गेलो जाल्यार जेन्ना बसून तूं फायन वाडोवन त्या फायनीचो जेन्ना बसून इफेक्ट जावचो ना तेन्ना बसून ती फायन दिवन फायदो जावचो ना अशें म्हजें पर्सनल मत एज अ ट्रॅफिक पुलीस ऑफिसर. सो म्हज्या ओपिनियना प्रमाणे जर तर फायन स्ट्रक्चर हाय आसलो जाल्यार तो मनीस कायद्यान रावतलो. दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणल्यार काल हांव बेश्टे रावंडाक म्हज्या पेट्रोलिंग रावंडाक गेल्लो तेन्ना हांवें खूब कडेन PUC कडेन पळयलें की PUC लोक काडपाक गाडयो उब्यो केल्ल्यो आसा. म्हणजे हाजो बऱ्यो बऱ्यो गाडयो हाय हँड गाडयो PUC तांचो नाशिल्लो. आतां इन फियर ऑफ द न्यू फायन्स दे स्टार्टेड. सो गूड सिटीजन्स ऑल्सो समटायम्स overlook all these things. यांचे पेरिमीटर आसा ते व्यवस्थित आसतले. यू नीड नॉट फियर फॉर दीस न्यू फायन स्ट्रक्चर. आतां द नव्या फायन स्ट्रक्चरा प्रमाणे आज अनेका पेपरान बरयलां 10,000 रुपया फायन आसतली फॉर नॉट हॅव्हिंग लायसन्स. नॉट हॅव्हिंग लायसन्स यू आर नॉट सपोज टू बी रायडिंग ऑन द रोड. एज सिंपल एज दॅट मॅन इज डेंजरस ऑन द रोड. सो हो मनीस म्हजो कायद्या प्रमाणे ह्या मनशान रस्त्यार येवप न्ही गाडी घेवन. सो द लॉ हॅज टू बी डिटरंट इनफ to keep him off the road. So that is the basic idea behind this fine structure. So I appeal to all the people that please आमचे स्टाफा कडेन unnecessary confrontation करनाका. They are only implementing the law. The law structure is in place already. Fines आणि जे पळय sections आसा they are already in place. We are only implementing what has been notified by the government.
Story by Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has declared that allocation of portfolios will be done on Monday, April 4th. He also declared that cabinet expansion will take place on the same day. The Council of Ministers was announced on 28th March in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the swearing-in ceremony. 8 ministers were sworn in on that day. They included Vishwajit Rane, Movin Godino, Ravi Naik, Nilesh Cabral, Subhash Shirodkar, Rohan Kaunte, Govind Gowde and Antonasio Montserrat. There are 3 more vacancies in the cabinet as on date.
Allocation of portfolios and Goa cabinet expansion will be done on April 4th. 8 ministers have been appointed so far without portfolios. There are 3 more vacancies in the cabinet as on date.
For months now, visitors to the Civil Registrar cum Sub-Registrar's office in Mapsa are forced to undergo hardships as the lift is not functional. As a result, senior citizens are forced to undertake the arduous task of climbing a flight of multiple stairs leading to the 3rd floor. While the issue has been taken up with the concerned authorities with regards to the functioning of the lift, which is now cluttered with cobwebs, no measures have been taken. Many senior citizens are struggling to climb the steps while some are even lifted on chairs.
Visitors to the civil registrar cum sub-registrar's office, MAPSA, undergo hardships due to non-functioning lift. Many senior citizens are even lifted on wheelchairs. People demand for the lift to be replaced or repaired as soon as possible.
तुमचं डिमांड किती
हांगा लिफ्ट आहा पूण चलना तुका कितें म्हणपाचें
दुसरी जाल्यार दुसरी घालूंक जाय न्ही तांचे सारकें करून घालूंक जाय
तुका त्रास जाता तशें जायते जाग्यार त्रास जाता
आनी बरोबर तरी नाका न्ही बरें आसलें जाल्यार तुडचुडी वचूंक जाय काम धंदो सोडून हाडचो हांगा रावचें पडटा भुरगीं आसात तेजी I'm having a problem climbing because the floors are very high and climbing becomes a problem for me. I'm a heart patient. Lift is there, but they have shut it down. So because of that, I'm having a problem. Huh?
This will be a regular problem for all.
Regular problem.
So what do you think they should do?
We have complained many times. My lawyer also, my son has also told them that if anything happens to my mother, he will hold them responsible.
ना आमकां एक जाणट्यांक स्टेप्स चडून येवपाक त्रास जाता मागीर दोपरांचे बी त्रास जाता हे सकयल्यान इतले वयर येवपाक जायना एक लिफ्टीचें कितें तरी हें जावंक जाय इतलें व्हडलें ऑफीस जाण कितलें हांगा हें आसा
लिफ्ट ना हांगा
लिफ्ट आसा पण ती वर्क ना वर्किंग कंडिशनान ना
कितें डिपेंड रिपेअर करून दिता
तुमची कितें मागणी कितें मागणी कितें तुमची
मागणी ती सारकी जावंक जाय कितली जायना एक कितलीशीच जाणटी दिसा येता वता हांगा थोड्यांक त्रास आसता जम्याचो त्रास आसता कितें आसता त्रास जाता लिफ्टीचें सगळें जावंक जाय
Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
Murmuse-Tue villagers are living without water from last 1 month, threaten to have vessel mocha if department fails to come up with permanent solution. Tue villagers gathered to raise their voice against the scarcity of water that they are facing from past several months. They said that scarcity of water becomes major issue during the summer. They also informed that they get water on alternate days but in insufficient quantity.
Taps have been running dry for months in Murmuse-Tue village. Locals have alleged to hold vessel mocha if water department fails to come up with a permanent solution. They said that scarcity of water becomes a major issue during the summer.
झाले आता 14 दिवस झाले तो पंप बिघडला आणि मी 14 दिवस फॉलोअप करता तो पंप सारखो दुरुस्ती करा म्हणून पण त्याचे अजून काहीच त्याच्यात ह्या ना
जी इन्स्पेक्शन करता बीन हाय कितें सांगला येवन
केलं सुद्धा त्यांच्याने
इन्स्पेक्शन केलं
येऊन सुद्धा केलं
फॉलोअप काय ना
फॉलोअप म्हणजे एक गोष्टी दोन दिवस मोर्चा येलो 2 दिवस उदक घेता 2 पयरे बरे उदक घेता परत त्याचे प्रोविजन काहीतरी ते बाबा पंप बिघडटा जाल्यार त्या पंपाचेर काहीतरी नवीन दुसरो स्पेअर हाडून दवरपाक जावं किंवा त्या गोष्टीचेर खंय तरी बाबा कित्याक पंप वयता हेचेर खंय तरी लक्ष दवरूंक जाय न्हू हे कोणचे ते वरिष्ठ ते अधिकारी आहात त्यांच्यानीच खंय तरी तेचेर लक्ष दवरूंक जाय आणि बरं तांकां तेंची सोयी ग्रामस्थांचे टँकरद्वारे करतले तर ते खंय तरी अडचणी येतात आणि अशें हें करून प्रत्येक घरान आतां जर बघूंक वयशें जाल्यार तांकां पाणी ना पिवपाक सरकारा कडेन आमी वेळोवेळी तेंचे कडेन आमी मागणी करतो लेखी दिल्लेले आसत किंवा अन्य काही गोष्टी जितले हेका जाय न्हू तितके आमी तेंचे कडेन प्रस्ताव मांडलेले आसतात किंवा दिल्ले आसात आणि पाण्याची समस्या तर ह्या मुर्मुसे-तुये वॉर्ड नंबर 2 खूप समस्या कारण हयसर विहीर ना आणि चान्सेस कमी बरं पाण्याक आणखी काहीतरी सोर्स खंयसर हें करतलो तरी ना आणि जर आयज अशें जर गोष्टी घडोंक लागले न्हू जाल्यार येणारो काळ आमकां खूब हानिकारक आसा
घरगुती उदक खंय तरी इंडस्ट्रीक वयता अशें दिसता तुमकां
ना ते गोष्टी इंडस्ट्रीचे किंवा सगळ्याकच व्यवहार धंद्यांक करू ते असतात तेंचे पण खंय तरी प्रोविजन हे आसा न्हू त्या गोष्टींचेर खंय तरी भर दिवंक जाय न्हू सरकारान खंय तरी किंवा त्या डिपार्टमेंटान
कितले दीस उदक येना तुमकां
आता 3
मार्चा पर्यंत सबंद मार्चान अशें जाता संपूर्ण मार्चान एक दीस येता दुसरे दीस येयनात ना
पयरे पयऱ्यांनी दिवप चालूच आसा आमकां कंटिन्यू पयरे केलेत पयऱ्यांनी दितात न्हू पण तो मिनिमम पिरियड त्या टायमार ते तितक्या दिवंक जाय न्हू एक 3 तास तर 3 तास कंटिन्यू येयल्यार कोणाचो प्रॉब्लेम नासता पण तो 3 तास पावण तास आमकां उदक येता
जी कडे तुम्ही कॉन्टॅक्ट केलो
येईचेर माझ्याकडे लेखी मी तांकां पर डे तेंचे मेसेजीस सुद्धा असतात.
कितें फीडबॅक सांगलो तुमकां जे
ना करूया म्हणून सांगता
फक्त आश्वासना दिता तुमकां
आश्वासना आणखी
टँकराचो प्रोविजन केला कितें तेंच्यांनी तुमकां
टँकर धाडटा म्हणून सांगतात पण ते तशें जायना. टँकर खंय तरी आयज म्हाका आतां टँकर धाडला पण तो खंय चलता किंवा कितके घरांक पाणी आहा न्हू तेच कारण फूल सबंद आसात न्हू व्हड सबंद संपूर्ण उदकाशिवार आसा.
घरांत वापरपाचो टँकराचें उदक सेपरेट धाडटा वो पिवपाचें सेपरेट अशें कितें सांगलें
ना 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 अशें कांय ना एकच कॉमन टँकर.
कितल्या घरांनी उदक येना तें
आतां जवळ 90 घरांक सुमार आसा.
टोटल 90 घरांक उदक येना.
मार्च महिन्यापासून आमकां उदक कमी आहा. आमी कितले फावटी आमी प्रायवेट टँकर हाडले हांकां कंप्लेन केली जाल्यार कांय लक्ष दिनात ना ते. आनी कितें ही आमची भांडी आमकां पाणी येयना त्या ही भांडी दिसतली तुमकां म्हणजे कळटलें आमकां पाणी येना ते. आनी वयर जावन आमी कंप्लेन केली कोण दखल घेयना काय ना.
नवीन आमदारा कडेन बी सांगल्यात
अजून कॉन्टॅक्ट करा
अजून कॉन्टॅक्ट करून
स्टुडंट गेली 20 वर्सां आमी हांगासर काडटात सामके पाण्यासाठी तळतळाट भोगतात. सगळे सांगले ह्या पंचांक सांगले आमदारांक सांगले मंत्र्यांक सांगले आमचो पार्सेकार सर येयलो पार्सेकारान सांगले येदी मोठी लायन घालती म्हणून सांगले आमकां घातली पण त्या लायनीन पाणीच ना जाल्यार लायन घालून कितें फायदो आहा हें खरें आहा तेणी आपले प्रयत्न केल्ले पण आमी तांकां सांगले की कितें हांगा मोठी लायन घालून कांयच फायदो ना. मोठ्या लायनीन मोठा पाणी जाय पांयक पाणी आसा चांदेलाक पाणी आसा सकल आनी एक हें आहा हांगा एक टाकी आसा ते टाकयेक पाणी आहा आनी सदांच सांगतात काय आमकां नळा पावना टाकयेक म्हणटा रातचे सोडटा दिसाचे सोडटा केन्नाय सोडटात म्हणजे लोक सकाळचे थोडे वयतात कामाक पाणी येयलें तांकां कांयच ना फूस पाणी येता. तर दुसरी हांगा एक टँक आसा त्या टँकाचें पाणी चडया म्हटल्यारय आयकना अशें करून आमकां अशें सामकें हे करतात त्रास करतात. आतां 8 दीस जाले तुमी आमच्या घरा कडेन यात म्हाजी 8,000ची टँक आसा तितून जर एक थेंब पाणी आसा जाल्यार तुमकां सांगता आयकता आत्ताची गजाल.
मे म्हयनो लागीं पावलेलो आसा गरमेचे दीस वाडलेले आसा जर तुमकां अशेंच आतां उदक येना जाल्यार फुडलें तुमचें पाऊल कितें आसतलें
सोडचो पडटलो जाल्यार खंयच्या वतान दुसऱ्या बिराडे वचून रावचें पडटलें नाल्यार पर्याय आहा. डेली आमकां टँकरान हाडून पुरवत ना. हांवें टँकर हाडला 8 दिसां पयलीं तो सगळो सोंपलो कारण 8 दिसां पयलीं 8,000 पाणी हाडलें जाल्यार 8 दिसांत ते सोंपले. कित्याक सोंपले
8 दिसान जर काय प्रगती जावंक ना जाल्यार आमी मोर्चा काडटली सगळी.
Ashmita Polji for Herald TV.
The situation is under control. All offline classes and events have been cancelled after 24 students from Sankwal-based BITS Pilani campus have tested COVID positive. Health authorities Taluka administration have issued directions to carry out RT-PCR test of all who have come in contact with affected persons.
All offline classes are cancelled. Students are kept in isolation after 24 tests COVID positive at BITS Pilani campus. Health authorities, Taluka administration have issued direction to carry out RT-PCR testing for all those who have come in contact with the affected persons. Affected persons are isolated in their individual hostel room. Out of about 2,800 students who reported back to campus so far, only 9 are single vaccinated, rest are fully vaccinated.
Actually, I saw news is based on the order that has been issued by the Deputy Collector to us. But before that order was issued, our campus response team had already decided based on the numbers that we had yesterday, 24. And after that 24 positive cases, 8 more samples have been sent for testing. So reports are awaited of those 8. So we had already decided to continue our classes online, which were in offline mode, and cancel all the events and gatherings which were supposed to be held over here. So after receiving the order, the health authorities are already in the campus and the primary contacts and secondary contacts sample testing is going on presently in the campus. So situation is under control.
सध्या कितले तुमचे स्टुडंट्स आसा इंस्टिट्यूटान अराउंड हाउ मेनी स्टुडंट्स आर देयर?
So आता आमच्याकडे अराउंड 2,800 स्टुडंट्स आसा कॅम्पसान who are there since February and students are still coming, reporting back to campus. So those are coming in batches, individual isolation जाता जेन्ना येता तेन्ना, आणि all students actually occupy individual rooms. सो फक्त ऑनलाईन क्लासेस जे चालू असलेले दोज ऑल्सो वी हॅव नाव कन्वर्टेड इंटू ऑनलाईन मोड.
सर केन्ना अशी तुमकां न्यूज कळ्ळी की स्टुडंट्स तुमचे 24 सुमार पॉझिटिव्ह जाल्या म्हणून? हाऊ वॉज वेन डिड इट स्टार्ट एक्चुअली?
So it started about 2-3 days ago, and that's when we started to test the students as per our protocol. And yesterday that number reached to 24. So the strike rate is not that high if you compare it with the number of students present in the campus presently. And today we are hoping that the positive cases will not be there, because now whatever number of cases that we tested are over. So other students are not really primary and secondary contact, but those we are just thinking whoever must have come in contact with these students, we are getting them also tested.
So condition किती भुरग्यांचे सर आता जे पॉझिटिव्ह?
Out of 2,800 plus students, only 9 students are with single vaccination. Remaining all students are fully vaccinated. So आणि जितले बी आता केसेस मेळ्ळ्या पॉझिटिव्ह, दे आर ऑल माइल्ड सिम्पटम्स. आणि वी हॅव आवर ओन मेडिकल सेंटर टीम which reviews the individual students and the situation.
तर तुमचा येदो व्हडलो कॅम्पस आसा, भरपूर स्टुडंट्स भायल्यान बी ट्रॅव्हल करता हांगा, म्हणजे फ्रॉम वेरियस स्टेट्स. यू थिंक द सोर्स इज कम फॉर ट्रॅव्हलिंग हिस्ट्री ऑर तुमकां अंदाज कितें आसा?
I don't think traveling is the issue, because आमची ऑफलायन एग्जाम जेन्ना मार्च बिगिनिंगाक स्टार्ट जाली तेच्या पयलीं ऑलमोस्ट स्टुडंट्स हॅव स्टार्टेड टू कम टू कॅम्पस टू आन्सर दॅट एग्जाम ऑफलायन. Offline exams were over by second week of March, mid-third week of March, and thereafter we started with the offline classes also. And now from today onwards again we are going back to the online classes.
आता इतके केसी मेळ्ळ्या उपरांत की गायडलायन्स घातल्या भुरग्यां खातीर जावं स्टाफा खातीर अशें कितें?
Events, get togethers कितें आसा ऑफिशियल or even unofficial are cancelled. ऑफलायन क्लासेस जेन्ना क्लासरुमान भुरगे एकठांय जाता ते आमी आतां बंद केला. इट इज कम्प्लिटली ऑनलायन. आणि दॅट्स ऑल. अँड टेस्टिंग.
भुरगे पॉझिटिव्ह तांकां तुमी क्वॉरंटायन करून दवरल्या?
ईच ऑफ
दे आर इन द कॅम्पस ऑर
दे आर इन द कॅम्पस इन देअर इंडिव्हिज्युअल रूम्स. सो मेडिकल टीम इज टेकिंग केअर ऑफ देम एज फार एज रिव्हिविंग देम इज कन्सर्न. मागीर ते भायर येवपाक जायना म्हणून फूड सप्लाय आणि हे सगळें आमी सिस्टमॅटीक करतात.
मास टेस्टिंग जातली स्टुडंट्सांची सगळ्यांची?
ना, सगळ्या स्टुडंट्सांक टेस्ट करपाची गरज ना, because there are no symptoms reported to the medical center yet.
24 भुरग्यांक जाले, सो असो बोवाळ जालो?
म्हाका दिसता सी all the students are fully vaccinated students, so there are no serious effects as such on their health. आणि आमी कितें करता, we actually go beyond even those who don't report symptoms but are expected to have come in contact with these cases. We check them, and those we do even before we receive guidelines from government or orders from government. So we are very proactive as far as that is concerned. So we will ensure that it will not spread over. So आम्ही staff control सगळे measures implement केले.
As of now the health team is already inside the campus.
Yes.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Amit Patkar has been appointed as the new president of the Goa Pradesh Congress Committee by Congress President Sonia Gandhi on Thursday. Patkar said that along with the elected members of the party will work strongly in constituencies they fared less votes by introducing a booth-level committee and strengthen the party. He also said that he will highlight people's grievances against inflation in the assembly.
Amit Patkar appointed as the new president of the Goa Pradesh Congress Committee will introduce booth-level committees and try to strengthen the Congress party, said Amit Patkar. He also said that he will highlight people's grievances in the assembly against inflation.
म्हाका खात्री आसा की जो बाकीचे सगळे जे 40 मतदारसंघ आसात, जी आमची टीम आसा, जे आमचे रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह एज कॅन्डिडेट आशिल्ले, हेंकां सगळ्यांक घेवन आमी मुखार वतले आनी तांचे बाबा प्रत्येक कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन कितें कितें मुद्दे आसा, कितें कितें प्रश्न आसा, हे घेवन आमी मुखार वतले. आज तुम्ही ओपोजिशनान जर पळयत जाल्यार आज एक काँग्रेस पक्ष, तशेंच दुसरे आम आदमी पार्टी आणि रेव्होल्युशनरी गोवन आणि तशेंच गोवा फॉरवर्ड, हे सगळे आज ओपोजिशनाक आयिल्ले आसात अगेन्स्ट द गव्हर्मेंट. आणि तुम्ही पळयलें जाल्यार दीस एक्चुली रिप्रेझेंट्स जवळ जवळ 67% वोट शेअर लोकांक हे रिप्रेझेंट करतात. आणि म्हाका खात्री आसा की आमची CLP लिडर जे आसात आणि तशेंच आमचे बाकीचे जे ओपोजिशनान जे दुसऱ्यो पार्टी आसात, हे जे 67% लोकांचे जे खरे मुद्दे आसात, आय मीन आनी जे गोंयकारांक आज त्रास जातात हे मुद्दे ते डेफिनेटली एसेंब्लीन काडटले आनी त्या भायर एज पक्ष म्हणून जे खंय सरकार आज चुको करतात आज म्हारगाई पळय आज जवळ जवळ आतां 150 रुपयाचेर पावला पेट्रोल सो हे जे अशे खुबशे इश्यूज आसात जे आतां हांव डिस्कस करपाक सोदना सो हे अशे एज अ काँग्रेस पक्ष आमी हे टायम टू टायम सरकाराक जाणून दितले.
It is Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
Doctors under the banner of IMA Goa protested the death of young gynecologist Dr. Archana Sharma in Rajasthan, who committed suicide after a FIR was lodged against her for the death of a woman post her delivery. IMA Goa alleged that political leaders were responsible for instigating the family to file the FIR. In a memorandum submitted to the DGP Goa, the doctors demanded that all existing laws and Supreme Court guidelines in matters of medical negligence be brought to the notice of police personnel.
The medical community is scared of handling serious cases after the latest incident where a young gynecologist committed suicide after an FIR was filed against her. Doctors say they need reassurance about their safety from police. Ask DGP to disseminate information to police regarding existing laws and Supreme Court guidelines in medical negligence.
We're all gathered here to protest the unfortunate death of Dr. Archana Sharma from Rajasthan by suicide because of mob violence instigated by politicians, extortion and filing of illegal FIR 302 for murder against her for a case which she tried to save, but which we all know in India, postpartum hemorrhage is one of the leading cause of maternal mortality.
The second reason why this incident has happened, or rather this doctor has lost her life, is because ignorant, violent, selfish policemen which have labeled her as murderer. I can never ever imagine any doctor can commit any offense like murder even in our wildest dream. The third reason I feel is the political leaders for their financial and political reasons have instigated a mob who have gathered outside a doctor's hospital and tried to humiliate her.
गोयचो मेडिकेअर ॲक्ट ऑफ 2013 विच इज IMA हेज तेन्ना स्ट्रेस करून आमी जेन्ना मिस्टर पर्रीकराची गव्हर्मेंट आशिल्ली तेन्ना आमी पास करून घेतिल्लो आनी ताजेर एक्चुली सेक्शन 7 गव्हर्मेंट हेज टू अपॉइंट अ कमिटी लोकांक कितें त्रास आसा पयलीं त्या कमिटी कडेन वचा दॅट कमिटी वील टेल द पुलीस टू फायल अ केस ऑर नॉट टू केस ते निग्लिजन्स आसा काय ना ते कमिटी वील डिसायड यू कॅनॉट गो डायरेक्टली टू द पुलीस स्टेशन एंड कंप्लेन ही म्हाका आमी आज CMाक सांगता
यू शुड नॉट हायप दीस इन द लोकल मिडिया or this, because once sensitive news comes in the media, people they don't understand anything. They say that whatever has come is the truth, which is not the fact. So my only request to all the media is please first learn or discuss with or study the case and then report. There is no harm in reporting, but it should not be sensitized, it should not be hyped. Facts are to be reported.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
Shockingly, the family of Dilip Velip, one of the victims, is still struggling to come out from the horrifying incident that was reported on May 25, 2011, linked to the sensational United Tribal Associations Alliance agitation. Till today, Deepa Velip, wife of Dilip, cannot manage to express her feelings, but only tears in her eyes every time she or somebody makes mention of the horrifying incident that shocked the whole family and which had rocked the state. The two kids, Divya, 13, and Daksh, 11, who were deprived of the love of their father, are seen holding the photo of Dilip close to their heart.
11 years later, justice still eludes the family of Dilip Velip. All 13 accused in the murder of two United Tribal Association Alliance (UTA) activists, Mangesh Gaonkar and Dilip Velip, are acquitted by the Margaon District and Sessions Court. A day after the verdict, Herald travelled to Morpila in Kepe, the home of late Dilip Velip, who could have been around 36 if he were alive.
दिलीप हो माझो काका आज 11 वर्सां जालीं तो आमचे मदीं ना आनी जेन्ना ही गजाल घडली आमचे मदीं ना आनी जो हो इन्सिडंट आशिल्लो त्या इन्सिडंटान जेन्नाच्यान घडलो तेन्नाच्यान आज पर्यंत तेजी फॅमिली खूब सफर जाता कित्याक तो फॅमिली बापायलो एकटोच चलो आशिल्लो आनी तेज्या उपरांत तेजो एक चली आनी तेजी बाय आनी जेन्ना तो आमच्या मदीं ना तेन्ना तेजो चलो पोटान आशिल्लो तेज्या बायलेच्या पोटान आशिल्लो आनी बरोबर 2 म्हयन्याचो आशिल्लो तेणी भुरग्यान अजून पर्यंत तेज्या चल्यान अजून पर्यंत तेजें तोंड सुद्दां सारकें पळयलें ना अशा परिस्थितीन तेजी बायलेन तांकां आतां पर्यंत इतलो व्हड केल्लो आसा तेजी आई बाबा आशिल्लो बाबाक बरोबर 1 वर्सा इलनेसा लागून आनी सिकनेसा लागून हें जालो ताकाय मरण येयलें तशेंच आई तेज्या एक सपोर्टेड म्हणून घरान वडील म्हणून तेज्या आई तांकां खूबसो एक साथ मेळ्ळो पूण जे सरकारा कडल्यान जो हे आशिल्लो तो एकूच बेनिफीट तांकां मेळ्ळो आसा तो म्हटल्यार तेज्या बायलेक एक सर्वीस दिली.
The final order on the Mopa Link Road issue, which was to be announced on Friday, has now been postponed to April 4th. The advocate of the respondent Panchayat submitted a written synopsis to the director of Panchayat and asked to defer the order. The advocate for the defendant also argued the matter since the copy was given to him in advance. We wanted to bring certain things to notice the court, respondent's advocate said. The Panchayat had imposed a stay on the works of the Mopa Link Road.
The final order of the Mopa Link Road issue will be now announced on April 4. The advocate of the respondent Panchayat submitted a synopsis to the Directorate of Panchayat. Director of Panchayat was asked to defer the order.
आयज मोपा लिंक रोडाचेर फायनल ऑर्डर जावपाची आसली पण ती ऑर्डर प्रोनावन्स करच्या पयलीं आमकां कांय आणखी गजाली ऑनरेबल कोर्टाच्या लक्षांत हाडून दिवचे आसले आनी त्या संदर्भातले रिटन सिनॉप्सीस म्हणजे लेखी आर्ग्युमेंट आमी कोर्टाक आयज सादर केले आनी विनंती केली की ऑर्डर डिफर करा म्हणून आनी ती ऑर्डर आतां सोमारा दीस सकाळीं 10 दवरला. आतां ही ऑर्डर आयज जी प्रोनावन्स करची आसली ताचे पयलीं आमकां कांय गजाली आणखी ऑनरेबल कोर्टाच्या लक्षांत हाडून दिवचे आसले आनी ते आमी सगळे मुद्दे आयज आमी रिटन बरोवन दिला आनी आमी एक ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्टाची जी कलांगूट पंचायतीन अपील केल्लें ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्टाक त्या ऑर्डरीची सायटेशन ती जी सायटेशन आसा ती सायटेशन आमी रिलाय केली आनी ती आयज ऑनरेबल कोर्टाक सादर केली.
आयज both the parties were present and today the matter was fixed for final orders to announce the final order, but advocate for respondent Panchayat filed additional written synopsis and he requested to argue the matter further. So accordingly opportunity was given to him. He argued the matter and he brought out certain additional points. Now as advocate for appellant was given the copy of written arguments in advance, he was prepared for the argument, so he also countered the argument and now the matter is fixed for final orders on Monday, that is 4th April at 10 AM in the morning.
This is Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.